Thank you for the updates. It's been a little more than 2 months since the roof collapsed at this Family Dollar in Kansas City, Missouri. You'll recall one man, Larry Banks, died as he was leaving the store. 3 other people were injured in that collapse.
Our reporters have been working ever since to learn more context about the story through public records. KSHB 41's Elise Schoenig is working to learn more about the city division called Dangerous Buildings.
And she joins us now here in studio. And Elise, we know that you received a few records you requested and learned about the division's staffing and caseload, right?
Yeah, so first, let's be clear. The story is not about the actual collapse. We've heard from city officials who've said this falls on the building's owner, who didn't replace a beam after a car crash in 2016. This story is about the city's division called Dangerous Buildings. Dangerous Buildings was asked to inspect Family Dollar 2 days before that collapse. So what I'm looking into is getting information about that 311 response and how that city's division operates. From my public records request, I learned about the complicated caseload the division faces with only half a dozen employees to tackle it.
The Family Dollar in Kansas City's Midtown neighborhood is still boarded up months after the deadly July collapse. It was a traumatic experience for witnesses and neighbors.
I felt so much for the people that were trapped in there, and there was nothing that I could do.
Dangerous Buildings is a division of Kansas City's Neighborhood Services Department. We learned that 2 days before the collapse, a neighbor reported to the city's 311 line, saying the building was, quote, slowly tilting.
Anytime a tragedy like this occurs that appears to be preventable, I think that we should hold accountable property owners and business owners who threaten the lives of our citizens.
Shortly after the collapse, city council members also wanted info on Dangerous Buildings staffing levels.
I have questions about staffing and if there is more support we need to be providing through the budget and the decisions that we make.
So I filed a public records request, one that flagged any communications including the terms backlog and case delay, among others. According to a staffing roster I got back, there were 6 employees that make up Dangerous Buildings. When it comes to their caseload and backlog, an email thread from April detailed 869 Dangerous Buildings cases over the last 3 years, and that they've demolished or abated 262 dangerous buildings over that same period. A data analyst wrote that the average case at the time took 615 days from open to close. In a statement from the city, it mentioned the complicated process that's unique to each case, quote, depending on court proceeding, property ownership challenges, and contractor availability, end quote.
So a city spokesperson said the director of neighborhood services is the person to answer these questions and that they were unavailable today. We will work to interview him for future stories. Now, the full statement from the city is on our website, and in it, it notes a commitment to reducing their backlog. And they also note that 300 dangerous structures have been demolished since 2022. Now, you can scan the QR code on the screen if you have any questions about this topic you'd like me to look into, or any story ideas related to this that you might have.
Thank you so much for bringing us that update. And we do want you to know we've done previous reporting on backlog within the city's 311 center. In August, KSHB 41 reported there were almost 20,000 open KCMO reports. The city launched a new program it hopes will improve this system.
And we also reached out to OSHA and KCPD for updates on the investigation for the Family Dollar collapse. We couldn't get through with OSHA because of the government shutdown. KCPD telling us they're checking for updates with investigators.